Hey guys, I'm just going to stop the slide presentation for a minute. How are you? We're about 1 minute. Look at all these keeners. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Emily. Hello, Leah. Good morning. Happy Monday. This is going to be such a great start to your week. I'm so pumped. We'll wait for a few more people to come on. And yeah. Hi, Maria. So, hey, hi, Brittany, would love to maybe if you guys want to just say hello from Maine. Gail, that's awesome. Yeah, just where are you from? I'm so curious. Good morning, Mandy. Like I said before, this is going to be such a great start to your Monday, to your week. Hi, Lucy. Is this Lucy? Didn't you just have a baby? And she's just ready to go. Email marketing. Good morning from Lethbridge, Saskatchewan, Medicine Hat. Hi, Danielle. Awesome. You're not far from me. Calgary. Oh, that's awesome, Lucy. I'm so glad. I'm so excited for you. And Kelowna, Rhode Island, from everywhere. I love this. Okay, this is so fun. See, I need your energy. This is the problem with webinars. They're just like, it's just me. And I can't hear you and I can't see you. So Palm Beach, California, Ontario, we have everybody. I'm so excited. So pumped. Before we get started, I'm going to try something brand new. It's a poll here. I'm going to publish this poll. I have no idea what you guys see. I know that I don't get to see, who says what on this poll, but you guys all get to vote. So I'm going to publish this poll. I want to know how many of you already do email marketing. So I've published the poll. I'm assuming you can vote. I don't know how you vote. Yeah, and on my end, I don't know if you can see it on your end. It's as you guys kind of put it in there. Oh, we have some rock stars already that are sending emails weekly, some monthly, some people that are not at all, do a little bit here and there. Yeah. I think this definitely, I think that this masterclass is definitely needed. I'm super excited about it. I figured that we'd have a few kind of veterans and rock stars and people that are already in email marketing, sending them to their customers, people that send a few here and there, and then others that haven't even started because it's just like, it's this big beast and it's overwhelming. And you're doing a million other things. You're working inside your business. You're working on social media. If you're like me, you're also a mother, family obligations, all of the things. So yeah, I see here about half of you guys dabble a little bit here and there, and then some not at all. So awesome. So glad. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. So I am going to start. I'm going to start my presentation here. So we'll start that. I think you guys can all hear me and see me. So welcome. I'm going to share with you guys 3 tricks to get started with email marketing. And even if you have been doing email marketing, I'm so hopeful that you're going to learn something. And also, I think you're going to be really excited about what we have for you at the end of this webinar. So let's go to the next slide. So why are we doing this? First of all, it's my passion. So I love to share my passion. But now more than ever, it's time to make no excuses. We have Black Friday and Boxing Day in Canada. I know that's a big thing in Canada coming up. And so it's going to be a big shopping season. This is the time of the year where a lot of retailers make the most of their money for the whole year. I know in our industry, typically like in the sunless tanning or beauty industry, we tend to see a lot of our volume come from services in the beginning, like in the spring and summer months. So this is your opportunity to really jack up that income and start engaging with your customers and making some sales in the slower kind of in the winter months and getting people getting that revenue up. So email marketing is also a huge part of your entire marketing strategy to really build relationships with your customers. We're going to talk about that more in a bit. And again, we bring so much energy into, getting new customers. We spend so much time getting them, and we really want to keep them, and we want to nurture that relationship. So that's why we're here. A little bit about me. I've been in business for just over 8 years. You can learn more about my story and check me out on Instagram at brand_Brandi, Brandi with an I. And yeah, I left the corporate world and dived into sunless tanning, created a thriving spray tan business, six-figure business out of my home. And then I built it, moved into a salon space, and then sold it a couple of years ago. And now I'm part-time or full-time with Sana as partner. And I really am the kind of the digital marketing. I am Chanel's, yin to the yang. She builds that product and the creation, and I really get it out there digitally. So that's our relationship. And email is one of those things that a lot of people it's really scary. So I'm hoping that today it really breaks down some of those barriers. I want you to use the chat box, ask the questions. If I see them during the webinar, I will potentially comment on them, or I might come back to it later. If I don't answer your question, stay till the end, and I want to make sure that I do that. Please remind me if I miss you, okay? So let's talk about the power and the magic of email marketing. Similar to social media, but emails even more so. So here's a kind of an example between different mediums and different marketing. The typical billboard, here you are advertising. Social media can be like this as well. You reach a broad audience, but you can only connect so far. They're only seeing one side of you, right? Big picture, here we are. You can't control the message. You don't know what's happening inside their brain when they see you. And the customer is really in the driver's seat to make those assumptions about you and your business and what that looks like. With email, you can, like I said before, you can really nurture and build that relationship similar to social media, but much more powerful. Because as you all know, social media is getting just much more challenging to reach your customers, to connect with them, to have them see your content. So that's what makes email even more amazing. You can start nurturing and building those relationships. The importance of email marketing. So this statistic here, marketing ROI, so your return on your investment, so is 4,200%. That's huge. With social media, or if any type you're putting dollars into your marketing effort, you want to receive a return. So if you were to spend $1 in email marketing, you would get $42 back. That is very unheard of, like when you start doing advertising in those mediums. So this is huge just in it itself. Conversion. So, social media is so amazing because it's fun. It builds relationships, and, you can really outlet your creativity. But when we talk about converting and making sales, which is so critical for a thriving business, it's 40% better at converting. And email influences buying decisions. Half of your customers, like, the email is what's influencing it, not social media. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Email is powerful. So here's what I hear from you guys. I'm just going to hit and see wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it is. Common things I really hear about, and maybe just pop in the chat box. You don't have time. Again, it's another thing to learn, to do, to create. You don't know what to send. You don't know how to send it. Something that I hear beauty professionals talk about a lot is that you don't want it to be perfect. This is a common thing for us. You want it to be on brand. You want it to be beautiful. You want it to be stunning. You follow these big brands and they have these gorgeous emails, and you're like, I can't do that. But you can. You absolutely can. And we have something to share with you guys at the end here. I'm so excited for it. So, but we can help with that. So I'm going to walk you through a few things here. I want you to kind of think bigger. I want you to know that this is something that you can do, and we're here to help you through it. So trick number one, just get started. Okay. Don't overthink it at all. don't overthink it. I want you to start doing this. And one of the common misconceptions I hear is that you can't email your customers. Obviously, there are rules and regulations on reaching out to customers, but one of those, and oftentimes we get inside our head that if they haven't opted in specifically, that we can't email them. But there is a law, like you are able to email your customers as long as you have the disclaimer at the very bottom of your email and ability for them to unsubscribe. That is key. Jenny, yes, Jenny has commented here. She doesn't know what to send, how to send it. She's much better face-to-face with clients during treatments, but she wants to transfer it to emails. Well, Jenny, you're on the right path, right? Like obviously your bread and butter is in front of your customers, and that's where we want you to be. That's where you should be. And then transferring that to emails, it's no different. I want you to think a little bit different. It's no different than with social media and putting it into emails as well. And it can even be less intimidating as well. So I'll share some tips and tricks there too. So if you already use a booking system, which I think most of you do, you can email your customers, you can download that list, you can export that list, and you can import it into a email software. There's a million different softwares out there. And some of the booking systems already have an email software in there. So you feel free to use those. Again, I don't want you to overthink it. What do you have that you can just send an email now? Okay. And the other thing is you can, move it a step further, and you can start automating your email and list building. And I'll share some kind of tips and tricks there. Things that you can do to start kind of building that list is having the pop-ups on your website, which is a little bit more of a tech savvy thing. So you know what, don't worry about that just yet. But one of the things you can easily do is have people simply message you on Instagram to get started, putting and I'll show that in a second, a chat box in your Instagram stories. Hey, here, put your email here, join the list, and you'll get this, this, and that. And then there's the opt-in button as well on, I can't even see what my own, let me go back here. What does it say? I'm covering it on your website. Yes. So having a specific just page for email for people to just sign up as well. So let's go through a few of those things in a minute here. I will tell you that Klaviyo is a big player in the email marketing game, and I am absolutely loving it. I used to use MailChimp, and I've used a ton of email softwares through the company. And as technology changes, we find things that do better and are more powerful. And what I love about Klaviyo is its pricing model, which is so important. It can build and grow with you. So it's free, up to 250 people on a list, but yet you don't lose features. I hated that about a couple of the other ones, is that if it was a free plan, you lost features. And when you're just getting started and you're wanting to build your list, you want to see results before you put money out. And so that's one of the things I love about Klaviyo. It's also more powerful. So as you grow, as you get more experience, you can do more things. Some of these without having to pay more as well. And it has text message marketing abilities, which is brand new. And that's something that, maybe down the road, we'll do some masterclass on that too. So at the end of this class, I'm going to share a link with you that's going to include a free 25-minute getting started with email marketing mini course using Klaviyo with myself. And inside that course, it's not only going to show you how to use Klaviyo, but you're probably going to learn a lot of things that you can take and use in your own email system. Okay. So at the end, we'll get you the link to get set up for that. And I'm excited for that. Yes, Klaviyo is huge, Maria. You will start to see, if you haven't heard of it already, everybody in, kind of the digital space is moving towards this system. It's a very powerful system. Okay, so let's talk about some email list building strategies. This one I'm sure you've seen, the free gift strategy. So a free, a pop-up on the website. Again, this is a little bit more advanced, but this can be done. And, you can give away a product if they join your list. It can be a discount, whatever it may be. And then what you always want to do on the back end is have a automation where they're opted into a welcome email, which is so important. We'll see the stat in a little bit here, but though that welcome email is huge. Now I want to share a story. When I had my salon, and I want to back up. I do attribute my success to really taking the experience, exactly what Jenny said, from inside that one-on-one customer experience and bringing that online. And there is such an opportunity for you guys to do that, especially in the beauty industry, because nobody's doing it. Email marketing, like, this is where you can really start to connect and shine. I remember having to pay, I think it was $20 a month to get started on the email marketing. And I was like, oh, it just feels like we're bleeding money all the time, right? But the one thing I did is set up that welcome series. And I had a pop-up just like this. And you'll take, 10% off your first, it was a service, off your first tan or your teeth whitening or whatever it was. Join the list. And then they receive that email right away. And, I think at the time I would, tend to, but anywhere from 10 to 20 to 50 people would opt in. And you have to remember that not every single person that opts into your list is going to come for your service, right? They're not going to. It's just not going to happen. But I thought, what, if I only pay $20 a month for this and only one person comes, one person, that's amazing. And they come and they get a bit of a discount, and I'm building that relationship, and I can upsell them on product. And I also know that I can email the other 10 people, 50 people that aren't coming, and eventually they're going to come. Eventually they're coming. So that is the power of the welcome series email and getting this set up on your website if you have one. Another strategy, which is so fun, because sometimes, like, I know me, I just hate the discounts. And even if you're at a bit of a different level in business, I love a free guide. And, people can opt in to learn your secrets. So I think, like, get my 3 strategies on how to get the perfect tan. For example, if you're in sunless tanning, learn the 3 surprising ways to maintain your tan. Or often kind of, these are on the more positive ways, but like maybe even taking it and spinning it into a negative. So I find the negative ones, like things that, like, oh, how to avoid like the tan disasters, or how to avoid these 3 tan disasters, things like that. That's what I mean by the negative. And then you can automatically email them, just, and literally it's just a quick email. You don't have to make it big in this big like PDF document and all of that. You just send them these tips and tricks. Yeah. So another one, we've talked a little bit about this already, is Instagram stories, popping your email in. So building that list. And what I love about this is then you can manually do it as well. So again, you don't have to be super tech savvy. And it also, like, there's a bonus with this because it's increasing your engagement on Instagram. And what I love is if you combine this with like a limited time feel, so you guys can, so just like flash sales, right? So right now you're doing flash sales and you're just putting it out there and people are they coming or whatever? Are you getting any value at it? Are you getting their list? Are you getting their email? You're not. So if they put their email in there, and you can give them some more direction or whatnot, you could either email them the discount code, or you could just send them a quick message back. Thanks for your email. You're on the list. Here, come on in. Looking forward to see you. Book now, whatever it is. So that's a strategy for you. Contests, my favorite way to build. And this was one of the things that I learned when I had my salon, and it was amazing because, we've got the contests where people can tag but in order to, qualify, they need to join the email list. And so what I would often do is have the link in my bio for them directly to do that. Or they could, again, go to your Instagram stories and put it in that way, as long as they can send you that email privately, which is important. I do want to point out that as part of a strategy in getting those emails, it's best to put time sensitive limits on your incentive so that they come, but always be flexible with redemptions. Okay. We put these limits in there to create a sense of urgency so that people, need to come, they need to act fast. But the worst thing to do is that if, you have a limit on a discount, for example, that's a week, it's been a week, and then they come a couple of days later or even 2 weeks later and you say, no, you can't use that discount code anymore. Now you've just got a pissed off customer. So I always recommend that you need to be really flexible with those redemptions, and keep in mind that, discounts aren't there just to bring in those customers. Like, we use them on our websites as, brand new people coming in. They don't know anything about us and maybe they're going to come in, but your existing customers as well. It's a part of a retention strategy. So we want to just, keep everybody happy, and get them coming back. I do see a couple of questions. I'm going to answer those at the end here. So trick 2, start building content. We talked about welcome emails. So here's the stat. They bring in 320% more revenue per email than any other promo email. So I do think that that is the number one thing you would want to get set up, is that welcome email, and offering them an incentive with some sort of sense of urgency. Even if you put a sense of urgency saying, and that's what I did in my salon, was they had to use it within the month. So I did give them, and I think now I'd probably push it and I'd say like a week or 14 days. Typically, if people are landing on your website and opting in, it's because they're wanting to get a service right away. So I would push that. I'd make it quicker. But again, I'd be flexible on the redemption. So if they came to me and I had never seen this customer before, and I would give them the discount, right? Building that content, you can make it really simple in that you can just use a really simple graphic with a header and a footer. And I think that the biggest mistake I see, and we all talk about overthinking, is that you are overthinking your email. You want to make this big, long story. You've seen those emails, which those have their place, but you can simply just, a quick caption and something fun that you would post on Instagram. You can put that in an email with a cute, catchy title and all of that. The whole purpose is that you are going to become top of mind. This is a place to show your personality, just like social media. And so when you land in your customer or your prospect's inbox, that's a reminder. And you also have to remember that even if you've shared the same thing on social media or a similar thing, this is just another avenue to potentially reach them. People aren't like, we put content out, and we think that they're going to see everything that we do, and they need reminding. They need a lot of reminding. Everybody is bombarded. And I want to also remind you that, the one thing that I often hear is, I compare it to Old Navy. Like, Old Navy sends emails every day. You sign up for Old Navy, you're just getting bombarded, right? And so people think, oh, I don't want to pester my customers. I don't want to, be invasive like Old Navy. Well, first of all, you need to really value what you bring to the table, and you need to be sending emails every day, one. But you also need to promote, this is an opportunity for you to promote your email. And also, they've opted in. They've opted in. They want to hear from you. Okay. They love your business. You should be, you're proud of your business. Be proud, share it. And you can do that through email. Get inspired. And you know what? Get inspired with local businesses as well, around you, big businesses. Who is your favorite email marketer? Why do you love them? Is it their fun, catchy, headlines? Is it how it looks on the inside? Is it the offers that they have? Is the content that they're sharing with you? Dissect it, and then, take that and make it your own. Lindsay asked a really good question. Would you send the welcome email to clients who are now on your list because they just had a service? Lindsay, you can absolutely do that. And there's a couple of different things you could do. You could have one email for those people that have never had a service. So, or just like on your website, again, like a pop up or whatever, you're trying to get them in. Then you can have another list of those people that just had a service that you have a welcome email for that. And maybe you're sending them a different kind of email that's saying, hey, would love to see you back. And when you come back, you're going to get a free gift. Here's a hot tip for you guys. It takes 3 visits for your customer to come, for them to be, you've gained them for life. So it's ideal if you get them in the door, however you do that. Then the second time you're also enticing them with something. Think about small gifts you can send with your customers, like lip balms, was one, like a mini mouthwash. Sun of Smile has those. So yeah, things like that too. You can absolutely do that. And I 100% encourage it. So here's another stat. 40% of people asked would like the emails they receive to be more informative than promotional. So I'm very guilty of this. We are all guilty of this. I bet any money in that poll, when you say you dabble in that you send out emails when you have sales, right? We're all guilty of it. And so you do need to kind of take a step back and, like, as a big strategy, and share things that your customers want to hear. Make it personal. Like Jenny said, whatever's happening in that one-on-one, interaction, you can put that in an email. And here's the trifecta of email marketing. So one is education, teaching your customers. We spend so much time, especially in spray tanning, because there's a million things that can happen and go wrong, and there's prep, and there's this and there's that. And you don't need to overwhelm your customers. You can focus in on one little thing, like a simple, here's my prep, for my prep techniques for a flawless tan, right? That's education. Inspiration. You can take some really fun quotes or a great story. Even sharing your own story is inspiring. People really love to hear about the successes of business owners, especially women in business. Entertainment. Have fun. Share some fun memes. Some people are more fun than others. Christine added, yes, Christine, thank you for the reminder. The importance is between email and Facebook is that you own your list. You have control over your customers. One of the things, I know recently, whenever that was, Instagram, Facebook, they all went down, and, here you are trying to promote something that you have and you don't have access to your account. The whole platform is down, or something happens to your account, which happens quite a bit. You don't have those followers. You don't have those connections. With an email list, you have it. You have something to fall back on, so that you can send out and you can still reach and connect with your customers. Oh, really? Facebook and Messenger are down right this minute. Christine says, see? Email is so important. So important. So here's some ideas. So take a screenshot, write this down. Here's some ideas on building content. So your most frequently asked questions, like pick one, send an email out about it. How-tos and tutorials. This is fun because, even if I love this. I love using email alongside your social media. If you've done a live or you're planning to do a live, send an invite. Hey guys, I'm going live and I'm going to show you how to use this, or I'm going to show you how to prep, or have this new product in, or whatever. Send an email to them for that. Then once you're done and you've posted it, send another email. Hey guys, did you miss it? It's here. So yeah. Those are some things. I'm just laughing here at Christy. She just thought it was her computer. Well, you're not alone. See, we're not alone. Stories about you, your clients' experiences, sharing those feedback and reviews, so important. Getting that feedback from your customers and repurposing that. We often share screenshots to our social. Take that screenshot, pop it in an email. I talked about social media contests. So this is really fun. We just recently had experience with this on Sunnitan's Instagram. So we put out a contest there. We weren't getting a lot of engagement because this is the nature of where we're at in social media. It's getting more difficult to reach people. And so we sent an email out, and within minutes, literally, that contest blew up. I was shocked. I was like, okay, this is great. I can't wait to share this story with you guys. Share the tea on the new place or thing in town that your customers would want to know about. So oftentimes we get, we're in our bubble and we're focusing in on what we know a lot about. And we get bored with our own content, right? And it's more fun to think about your customer. What are the things that they always talk about? Like, this new boutique that's in town, or where they're going to get this like great, or they had this great coffee. Like maybe they had some new soy latte or something, right? That was amazing at this local business. Like share that. Your customers want to hear about the things that, your existing customers are also interested in, right? Birds of a feather flock together. That is the corniest quote. But yeah, share those types of things. Kind of think outside of the box. Okay, trick number 3, subject lines. Okay, this is the setup. The setup is so important. I remember when I was used to send out my emails and just getting it done and slapping together. But again, I don't want you to overthink it. Keep this in mind too. But I do want you to think about that subject line, because it's really important that your customers are opening your email. Similar to Instagram and Facebook, how the algorithms work, where the more engagement, the more people, like, comment, save, share, all of that. Similar with email, same thing. So the more somebody opens your email, the more people that open your email, the more people will open your email. So it's really important that you entice them with a great subject line. Hot tip for you, just Google, do a quick Google and say, a subject line like best performing subject line on this. I've done that before. And what I find really interesting, I've done some split testing on subject lines, and I've used some of the Google ones, or just and I'm like, oh, these are so boring. Especially when you're in the beauty industry and you're so creative and you want to create great things. And I'm like, well, that's a boring subject line. I want to create my own. And oftentimes the boring one and the one that Google said that I should use is the one that performed the best. So keep that in mind. Here's some powerful keywords that you can use to increase those open rates. New, sale, announcing, putting the subscriber's first name in the subject line. And oops is one of the ones that makes me laugh every time. I know that there's some email marketers out there that do this on purpose. They mess up something in the previous email and then send an oops email right away, and their open rate is literally like 100%. People like to see when you've screwed up. That might be a strategy you want to use once. Maybe I wouldn't recommend it all the time. Some other tips. I love this tip, especially if you are a local business. What's going to separate you from Old Navy, for example, or some of the big brands, is your relationship with your customers, and that from who it's coming from. So for example, if my business was Glow Bar, be Brandi at Glow Bar. Again, they're going to get a warm, fuzzy feeling. And you can also have fun with this. If you have a lot of employees, and which I think would be so much fun, you can even put their names in there and send the email out. And then maybe it's a tip or trick from them as well. The preview text is also important. And sometimes you can choose to leave that out on purpose. I did that the other day. Didn't want to give too much away because I knew that my subject line was powerful. And what that preview text is on a phone, for example, or even on your desktop. It's what they first kind of initially see when it loads. And so you can be really strategic in that. And sometimes a lot of email systems will just pull from the content of your email and put it in the preview, but you don't necessarily want to do that. You want to be a bit more strategic and provide a bit more context and a little bit more mystery so that they open up that email. Another tip, test the email and send it to yourself. I literally send probably 3 or 4 test emails before I actually, feel confident in it. I make small tweaks here and there. I look at what it looks like on my phone, what it looks like on my desktop. Okay. And the more you do this, again, I'm giving you a lot of information. Again, the purpose is I want you to get started. And I want you to get started like today. And, so don't overthink it. Start small, but you're going to learn from these things. You need to dive in. You didn't conquer Instagram or Facebook overnight either. So keep that in mind. So here's some do's and don'ts. Don't get discouraged if you have a small list. Don't obsess over unsubscribers and take things personally. This one's hard. This one's hard because we know our customers and we, maybe we had and we start to overthink it. Oh, maybe they don't like me or they didn't like my service or whatnot. You know what? It could be none of those things. Maybe they subscribe to an email service thing that they've just wanting to clean up their inbox, right? You'd be surprised. I mean, over how many 5 to 8 years here, I've seen customers subscribe and unsubscribe multiple times. And so really it's just about, it has nothing to do with you. And so I want you to just keep pounding the pavement and keep sending those emails out and connecting with your customers. Don't worry on the best time. We can absolutely, overthink this. Same with Instagram and Facebook. These marketing softwares nowadays, especially with Klaviyo, they are intuitive as well. You can connect and you can say like you want to send it over time or over a specific kind of time period. And those systems will send it out for you and say, hey, this is when this person typically opens it up. You don't even know that. And they just intuitively know this. So don't overthink it. Just send it. Do have fun. We are in a fun industry, right? Have fun. Have fun with these emails. One thing you always need to do in your emails, even if you're not selling per se, like a specific, product or whatever, you need a call to action. You need them to book now, even reply back to the email. That's always fun, reaching out to some of those customers. Shop here, follow us on social media. Always have an action that they can do. And keep that in mind, that any type of social media post that you're working on can also be turned into an email to connect with your customers. So that was a lot. Again, my goal here is that I want you guys to get started and get doing this fast and right now, because like I said, Black Friday is coming up. It is the beginning of October. We rushed and we pushed and we worked really, really hard on getting this out to you now for a reason. We want you guys sending out your first emails and getting on an email schedule, sending out 3-4 emails before Black Friday. Because when Black Friday hits, and before the holiday season hits, where you're wanting to really build that traffic, what you're going to want to do is have your audience engaged, and you want to get yourself into this habit. You want to get yourself kind of set up and like all the kinks are worked out. So I know you guys are busy. I know that you're probably like, what the heck, Brandi? Like, this is a lot. We've prepared something for you that I wish I had when I was a salon owner. So I'm pretty excited to show you this. So we have put together this is a lot. And I'm going to go through this a little bit more with you. An email marketing starter package, complete with professional graphic designed emails. We have 11 of them that are completely editable in Canva. You can mix and you can match. We have 4 very unique styles. You can change to your own branding. And we also have all of the content that you are going to need to send these emails. Like, it's done for you, done by a professional sales focused copywriter. So this our copywriter is known for conversion. So this, you're going to get so inspired and you are going to love it. So it's plug and play, but then you can also take it and get inspired to send your own emails. So here, I'm just going to show you. Oh, I'm so glad, Jenny. Yeah, you guys need to stick around because I need to show you this, because you, like, the offer that we have for you is insane. Okay, so I need to show this video, and we're going to hit preview and play video. Okay, so this is a quick screen recording, and I'm going to chat with you about all these Canva templates. So if you know me, I love using Canva. So we've got those. This is the email copy as well. So you are going to get this document, okay? And so we have it in a Word doc so that you can do what you want with it, but it's also, all of that content is in these emails already done for you. So you can make quick changes. All of this is customizable. Every single part of it is customizable. What's really cool is that you can take these like beautifully designed blocks, like you can just even see visually, and copy it and pop it into a social media post. Like, the uses on this is endless. And inside my email marketing course inside Klaviyo, the free course that you're getting, will show you a few things too, and how to do this. Okay. This is going to be how fast it is for you. So we're going to put my logo, our Sutta logo here, and you're just going to pop it in there. You can quickly change all of the colors, all of the branding to your own. Look at how fast this is. Like, done. Boom. And it's beautifully designed. Yes. Oh, Christy, I'm so excited. Yes. Get your email list started today. Now is the time, when we're slower, it's the best time to work on your business. And I'm telling you right now, this is your next step. Okay. Social media is getting harder and harder. Email marketing is where you really need to focus in your energy on. Okay. So I am just going to quickly stop this video, and I'm going to pop in, and I want to show you our what's inside the Klaviyo course here. And get link. And just give me 2 seconds. All right. So this is inside the free course that you're going to get. Getting started with Klaviyo, newsletter setup, and exporting your list. This is super important. I'm going to show you step by step. I've used Vagaro. I set up an account for myself, and I'm showing you how to export and import lists. Regardless of if you use Klaviyo or not, you're going to get some benefit out of this mini courses. So it's 25 minutes. So I'd love for you guys to access that as well. And I'm just going to put in here. So all of this content here that we have created for you this is how much it would cost you if you went and did this and had somebody else do it for you. Our graphic designer doing 11 editable email templates. We have some bonuses in there too. We have some, they are sales generated, just simple sales emails. They're stunning. So this is how much it would probably cost, like $1,000. It would cost you $1,000. Our copywriter for sales driven emails, that's $800 value. And then this 25-minute email course with myself, as you can imagine, I couldn't put a price on it. I have spent 8 years of, learning in email. And what I've done is literally in 8 years, and because my goal is to get you started, like sending now, I've broken it down into 25 minutes and like taken like all the noise out and said, this is what you need to do to send your first email, and like simple, boom, and it's done. So you guys can send your first email, like literally you'll watch the course and you'll have it done in like 20 minutes. Okay. So saving you a ton of time. So the total value on this is like $1,800. Okay. But of course, the whole purpose, Sana is here to empower you. We want to see you grow. We see your potential. And, our gift is, and my gift is in creating these digital resources for you and really teaching you and empowering you and connecting with your list. And so we really want you to get started. And of course, you're not going to pay $1,800. We have put all of this together for you for only $97. This is going to save you thousands of hours, a ton of time. It's so worth it. So you can definitely just click the link in your email or in the course to purchase. Once you've purchased, all of the Canva templates, all of the trainings will be in your Sana School account. And we cannot wait to see all of the amazing creations and get your business kickstarted in email.